Hi guys. Um, as you can see, I'm at my pool. I just took a little establishing shot and I am working out here. I have my laptop beside me and I didn't expect there to be music playing because the last time I came out here, which was last week, they didn't have music playing. So I'm a little bit disappointed and I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this. Um, or if I'm going to be able to even post this. So I'm going to record two videos. One will be the impromptu version, which is this version, and then one will be a more structured version, which I will have bullet pointed notes for. And then I will go ahead and, talk through the bullet points, make sure that there's no audio in the background. And yeah, we'll see which one performs better, and that might determine my future. I don't know what to say. My future layout or template on how to create these videos. I have my matcha here that I made. It's basically finished. I got this cup from a friend. Shout out to Ming. It says hot sun cold brew. I don't drink coffee, but I do drink matcha. And then I also have my what brand is this? Simple Modern. My Simple Modern God, sorry, there's a bugs. I love the outdoors, hate the bugs. Simple Modern what is this called? You know that thing, that one type of thing. To have my water in. Sorry, I don't know why the bugs okay, this is not a part of today's topic, but my toxic trait is thinking that I'm a Disney princess and the animals can sense my good nature and they just want to be around me. The negative side of that superpower is bugs also like being around me. You would think it would only be reserved to mammals and cute animals, but no, it's literally all animals. They love me. Lizards, snakes, spiders, flies, anything, vermin included. So I love being outside. I love nature. I live in the middle of the woods. I don't know. I showed you a shot of the pool, but I didn't really show you the trees. Let me show you the trees because the trees are stunning. Do y'all see that? This is the view right now. I love looking at the trees and being in the middle of the forest. So yeah, anyway, today's video is kind of a reintroduction to my channel. Oh, this definitely will get copyrighted. Hopefully I'm talking loud enough into the mic to where it will cut out the other audio, but basically I have rebranded my channel. The new channel name is Beyond Fruition, so I hope that you all are excited to see what new things are going to be posted on here. The Beyond Fruition name actually came from a really, really older idea that I had about, you know, just okay, so I am a Christian. I kind of identify as Hebraic Christian, meaning I also practice Old Testament, like I'm kosher. I keep the feast days, I observe Shabbat, things like that. All things that are in the Bible, by the way. So I guess technically it's just Christian, you know? I'm a Bible based Christian. That's kind of how I would define my religious relationship. I definitely don't think I'm a religious person, though, in the sense that I'm not super judgmental. I know there's a lot of religious trauma that people have, and I definitely have experienced a lot of judgmental church situations as well that can be quite traumatizing. However, I still have a personal relationship, so it's more of my spiritual relationship with God, with Yahweh through Yeshua, is dictated by the Bible and how the Bible tells me to act and behave, and the commandments that I observe and keep. So yeah, I have been um doing that, started with that, and then I basically went into like how do I describe the situation? I feel like, oh, there's people out here now, it's fine. I'll talk a little quieter, but I feel like that led into me just thinking like I deserve a better, not a better, I don't deserve a better life, but like I, as an heir of the kingdom of heaven, like am meant to be living in abundance, you know, and not necessarily in the physical sense and in terms of my like um immediate circumstances, but in terms of like my mindset and my relationships and my level of service to my community and things like that. Like all of that should be rich and deep and like a wealth of knowledge and wisdom and understanding and all of like the spiritual gifts that God gives us. So I feel like that aspect of it. And then me feeling like I was nowhere near where I thought I was supposed to be. Um, and then like the scripture that says like he'll give you more than you can even ask or think. And it's like you want these certain things to come into fruition, but you aren't even aware that when you submit your life and you give up your life to Christ, that he can do beyond what you want to come into fruition. So that's what the name means, beyond fruition. And you know what? I should also be writing this down while I'm talking through it, because when I re-record this without this music in the background, which like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to do. Like, why would they play this music right now? Um, I'm like kind of talking through this as I'm recording. We'll see which version I pick. But yeah, we'll talk about Beyond Fruition, the name, and the rebrand. And this is my little journal. It's quite reflective. It's like gold sparkles in my little pink pen that I have. So anyway, that's the like company that I started. I started this company in November 2024, and it's April 2026 now. And I'm finally like switching things over to the company name and operating under the company. So it's very like, it's not something that I like started on a whim or am taking lightly. If you go to my link tree in the bio, um, which I don't know if I have it in the bio of the video, I will work on putting that in my um, description bio. And I have my iPad here to like do my personal business work, but I will be putting the link tree, and in my link tree it's definitely already in the channel description. So if you want to see the link tree, it's definitely there. I'm going to try to remember right now to put it into the channel description. But yeah, if you go to the link tree, you can see my actual website that I created and the idea behind the website. There's a couple of blog posts. Well, right now there's one blog post on there. There's photography. There's photos of some events that I recently hosted. And I'm just going to continue to like build on all of these things, because I do have a passion for this, and I do really want to show accessible and everyday luxury for Black women. I feel like we're such an underrepresented. Sorry, I'm like, the bugs are freaking me out. We're such an underrepresented. I can't talk. There's a moth flying by me. We're such an underrepresented group and villainized group and marginalized group and abused group that I just want to try to kind of balance the scales and tip the scales in the direction of, you know, giving us a safe space and a space to be whimsical and be joyful. And yeah, that's essentially what this is about. I just also, I feel like a lot of times people don't take Black women seriously until it's too late, or until like bad things have happened, or when we try to speak up and stand up for ourselves or even show emotions, then we're villainized and we're told that we're doing too much and we're called problematic and aggressive. And I've had to deal with that in so many different aspects of my life, even with other Black women, either Black men, especially corporate America. It's just a lot of fighting all the time, and I'm not a fighter. I'm definitely a lover, not a fighter at all. I'm a huge nerd. I am a book girl. I love animals, like we talked about before. I hope to own some animals. There's a bee right next to me pollinizing this flower. Crazy. Um, I like juxtapositions in terms of like a lot of my hobbies. I have a lot of quote unquote boy hobbies like video games and sports and athletics and hiking and et cetera, et cetera. And I have a lot of quote unquote girly interest in hobbies as well. Like I love doing arts and crafts and I love fashion and um, dressing up, playing make believe, and all of that. So yeah, I don't know. I just think Black women as a whole are such a unique group of individuals that have been distilled down in society's eye as a very specific type of woman. And I just want to prove that it's not even that about proving myself. I just want to be able to exist in a space where I am celebrated and I am accepted and I can rest. And I think that's really the true luxury of life. When I say like accessible luxury or everyday luxury, it doesn't necessarily mean like having brand name items and having, I don't know, like having the most money in my bank account and going to an all inclusive resort uh, vacation or like getting flown out on a private jet. I'm not talking about, again, just material things. I'm talking about every aspect of life. I think the real true luxury of life that I'm looking for is freedom. Freedom in expression, freedom in occupation, freedom in community. Like, I just want to be able to be myself. And in the world that I currently live in, who I am is not usually celebrated or accepted. And I think that is a luxury. I think a lot of people don't realize the privilege they have to be a part of the group that is largely accepted. And I want to draw attention to that as well. I think there's a lot of systemic issues that have created or caused Black women to have to adjust certain behaviors and expression in order to be accepted in society. And I just think that that's absolute trash. I think there was a tweet recently that was like saying, like, I wish fairies and mermaids and unicorns were real, and someone in the comments was like, you can't even y'all can't even handle different races, and you're talking about wanting to have fairies. I feel like Black people, we are magical. I feel like we are fairies. We are special. Like, there is something different about us, and I personally have thought of myself as like a fairy. I dressed up as a fairy for the Renaissance fair, so that was fun. But like, you know, when I think about it spiritually, I am from the kingdom of heaven, right? So I'm a princess, right? I'm a shared sister and sibling in Christ, right? So Christ is my Lord and Savior. He's also the Son of God, and I'm also a daughter of God. So while his sacrifice has allowed me to be adopted into the family, I also get to share in his inheritance. So anyway, so that's like the origin. And then when you think about that aspect, if we are spiritual royalty, there's an aspect of royalty that you don't just like wear pretty dresses and eat nice food. There's also responsibilities that come with that title. You have to go out and be an ambassador of your kingdom, especially if you're going to a foreign country or foreign land, aka earth. You know, if I'm from a spiritual kingdom and then I come to earth and my goal here is to inform people about my kingdom, then I'm technically like a foreign ambassador. And this is how I view myself. I'm a royal, but I'm also a foreign ambassador with a job to do, and I have to represent my kingdom, and I have to show people like this is how we behave where I'm from, and these are our customs, and these are the the things that we believe in, and this is how we dress and behave, and this is how we do things, and these are our special abilities that we have. And I think as a marginalized group in this country, one of the beautiful things about the Black community is our ability to maintain joy, um, peace, and kindness in horrible, horrible circumstances. And I love that about Black Americans specifically. And I want to continue to cultivate that in Beyond Fruition. So this internet space is a way to like do that online, broaden the community, get the message out there, share some of the things that I like to do, and hopefully it resonates with you watching this, whether it's one person, two people, a million people, a billion people, a trillion people. Like, I don't really know or have scale. I mean, I have expectations and things in all aspects of life, but I think when I dial it back, the most important thing is to affect positive change for me. And while I do have like business goals, because obviously I live in a capitalistic society and I have to make money, I don't necessarily know if that's my personal goal. Like, that's not the goal of the company. The goal of the company is to, you know, like I said, give people, underrepresented voices, a place to be themselves and to create and to collaborate. And so that's what I'm doing here. And this is the first video. I hope I can post this. It might get blocked. If it gets blocked, I will go ahead and re-record it in a more standard format. But I just wanted to come on my YouTube. It's been a minute. I haven't posted anything in 2026 at all. I'm coming back with a rebrand. I did my taxes this year and I was like, you know what? I have this LLC. I finally used external tax services outside of myself. And I realized that I have been undervaluing myself. You know, I have been feeling like an imposter internally before even trying anything. So I can try anything. I can do anything. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And I think that starts with putting myself out there. So while I'm out here, you know, saying I want to make a safe space, I have to create and be that for other people first before this space can even exist. So yeah, that's what this is. And yeah, when I was doing my taxes, I kind of just came to an epiphany that like, why not? Why can't I? Sorry, you can hear my work laptop going off. Like, what would I lose to just put myself out there? Like, okay, so you try something and it fails, or you try something and no one watches. Like, okay, how is that different from not putting anything out there and no one seeing it because it's not out there to see? How is that any different? Yes, it's more effort, but I love sharing. I love talking. Spoke to my sister, my middle sister. I'm the youngest of three girls, and I was talking to my middle sister this morning, and she was just like, "You remind me of this person who's just so lively and vibrant, and gives really great takes, and like you've always just been so boisterous and expressive and whimsical and talkative, and you should show more of that. And I was like, you know what, you're right. I have been thinking I should do more talking videos on my YouTube, and you know, I this is the first of hopefully many. Again, like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to post this. I might have to do like music suppression or noise suppression. We'll see what I can do in the editing bay, but I am not going to do a ton of editing on these videos, especially the talking ones. I kind of just want to yap. I have an idea to do morning manna with Manda or Monday manna with Manda, where it's just like chit chats. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I feel like they're turning the music up and they're ushering me off. They're sweeping me off like I'm on the Apollo stage. So I guess my time is short. Thank you. Please subscribe if you want to continue following me on this journey and doing this together. Please leave comments on what you want to see on the channel, what you think about just the premise of Beyond Fruition and how you think it could, you know, serve you specifically. I would love to hear your thoughts and ideas. And yeah, connect any other place. Like I said, I have the link tree in my bio. So check out some of the links, my TikTok, my Pinterest. And I can't wait to spend more time with you guys this year. Bye.